Hello everyone, introduction, Assistant Professor, Department of Biomedical Engineering from the Shanmuga College of Engineering and Technology. Now we are going to see about Internet of Things. So what it is and how it is used, we will see it in a sequence. So what is IoT? So IoT refers to a network of physical devices embedded with sensor, software and connectivity. So why do you need connectivity and software? Because they need to exchange data between each other. So which means either you are going to connect your physical device uh, wirelessly through technologies such as Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, or through wired technology such as Ethernet or optical fiber. So what makes an IoT is when multiple devices connected with each other via a network or internet, it forms IoT. So which means all these things will communicate with each other and then they will exchange data with each other. So you can either store those data and then you can use it later, or else you can see those data in real time. So, but the basic concept here is it harnesses the power of internet. So which means by using internet, it is connected together. So therefore, we can see all these data in real time. So let me give you an example. So let's just say there is a CCTV camera network. Okay, so it has cameras where it records some movements, and then those recorded movements will be saved to a physical location, such as in hard drive. So when you want to retrieve those information in a later part of time, you can access those hard drives and then fetch those data. But if you want to look at those data in a real time, then you need the support of internet. It means if you have a CCTV network, which consists of a camera, a network switch, and an internet modem, then using an app which you have installed in your mobile phone or in your laptop, you can see all these data in real time. Okay, so the main topic here is you need an internet connection, active internet connection, to see all these data in real time. Another important point here is an IoT system will work without constant human intervention. Meaning, once you set up an IoT system, the initial setup and then the configuration all requires human intervention. But once you have made the setup and this setup is currently live, then there is no need of human intervention. Again, let me rephrase the same example. While setting up a CCTV camera system, you will be physically installing cameras. That camera will be connected to hard disk. Okay, so whatever is being recorded will be saved in those hard disks, and then that will be connected to a network switch, which is connected to an internet source. So what that network switch will do is upload all these data to a cloud storage system in real time. Therefore, when you have an app installed on your mobile phone, you can look at it here. So if you look at this IoT system, there is no human intervention needed. Whether you are looking at the data in real time or not, the system is going to work fine. So what it does, it will automatically record the data. It will be sending those data to the hard disk. It will be uploading it to a cloud server. So whenever you want those information, you can retrieve, provided you have an active internet. Okay. So next. we'll look at the components of an IoT. So what are all the components you need in an IoT and what it does? So initially you need something called as data collection. So without any physical data collection, you would not have any input. So here you will have some device to collect your data. So here it means you use a sensor, you use a actuator to collect your data. Okay, so if it is an agriculture application, then you will use sensors such as temperature to record temperature, moisture sensor to record the moisture value from the field. Then you need an connectivity. Why do you need connectivity? All these recorded data should be sent somewhere so that it is either stored or being looked at in real time. So you need something to connect to. So here you can use a connectivity such as Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or GSM, which is your cell phone. Yes. So you need a connectivity to actively send those data after it is being collected. Next is data processing. Why do you need data processing? Let's just say you have connected multiple IoT devices in a single source, which means it will be sending multiple data at the same time using those sensors. So you need to process those data so that it is stored properly so that you can retrieve it later. Let me give you an example. You have a moisture sensor, you have a temperature sensor, you have a humidity sensor, as well as you have a motion sensor. So we are going to use it in an irrigation application. So when you have established these networks, it will be constantly sending you input from time to time, which means your temperature sensor will be sending temperature values, moisture sensor will be sending in moisture values, your humidity sensor will be recording the humidity and it will be sending it. So without data processing, all these raw data you cannot identify which is. So therefore you need something called as data processing. So here you will use either cloud computing or edge computing. So cloud computing is nothing such that it is a storage space which gets access to a hard disk. So a physical hard disk which has connected towards an internet connection. So all these data will be stored in those physical connections so that you can retrieve it from a remote area. So next is edge computing. What is edge computing? It is actually a processing of data at near to the source, which means all these raw data will be stored somewhere, and then if you process those data, it will take a lot of time to reach it. Therefore, you will use technology called as edge computing, which will actually process all those raw data from the source itself before storing it into a cloud store. So therefore, all the data which is being stored is already processed. Okay, so if you go into a folder, it will be automatically categorized on based upon the input. Next is your user interface. So what is user interface? It is basically an application or a dashboard where you can see all this data which has been collected. Let me give you a real-time example. We will all have something called a smartwatch. So smartwatches will have multiple sensors. It will have O2 sensor, it will have a pressure sensor. Okay. So what it will automatically do is once you wear the watch, okay, it will start collecting all these data by. So when you walk, it will record the number of steps which you have walked, and then the blood pressure based upon your pulse, it will record your blood pressure. Based upon your heartbeat, it will also record your oxygen level. Okay, And then in some advanced wearable devices, you will have, calorie meter, which means, let's just say you have worked out for a half an hour. Based upon the intensity of the workout, based upon your heartbeat, it will, roughly calculate, approximately calculate the amount of calories which you have burnt. Now, when your smartwatch is connected, when your smartwatch is wear by you, it will record all these data. But once you connect it to your mobile phone through a connectivity medium such as Bluetooth, it will automatically transfer all these data into your mobile mobile application. So when you open your mobile application, you can clearly see all the data which is being collected. So here the edge computing is already being done. So which means uh, when all the data is being collected by your smartwatch, it is automatically categorized into whatever it is, and then before sending it to the storage space or your cloud, all the data is already processed. So the moment it connects to your mobile phone, you can see all the data clear. Okay, thanks.